Hello friends, welcome to Gem Academy. Now we are going to see some important questions in CAB retail banking. First question is advantages of retail banking include first option is risk is less as client base is large, income is relatively more as spread is more, stable model with less volatility. Next one is all the above. Our answer is all the above. That is risk is less as client base is large, income is relatively more as spread is more, stable model with less volatility. All are true. Next question, which one of the following is not an advantage of retail banking? Is not an advantage. So all others are advantages of retail banking. First one is a high cross selling potential. Second option, high customer loyalty. Third one, less volatility in business. And fourth one, high default rates. Is not an advantage. So high default rate is the answer. So other three are advantages of retail banking, that is high cross selling potential, high customer loyalty, less volatility in business. All are the advantages of retail banking. Next question, which one of the following is not a part of retail banking? Internet banking, mobile banking, providing term loan for projects, credit card facilities. In this option C, that is third option, providing term loan for projects is not a part of retail banking. So all others are part of retail banking, that is internet banking, mobile banking and credit card facilities. These are all part of retail banking. Next one, the business model followed by banks for retail banking are strategic business unit approach, departmental approach, integrated approach, any of the above. Our option is any of the above. All these three models are followed in banks for retail banking, that is strategic business unit approach is followed in banks for retail banking, departmental approach is followed in banks for retail banking and integrated approach is followed in banks for retail banking. So all the three are right. Next one, foreign banks are cited in the topic which entered into retail banking activities when not able to achieve their business objectives. If they are not able to achieve their business objectives, then what they will do? What is the option for the foreign banks? The options given are continued with their business in spite of not being profitable, moved out of the business, changed their focus on some strategic changes, none of the above. Our option is moved out of the business. They have to move out of the business. If they don't able to achieve the business objectives, then they have to move out of the business. Next question, the suitability of business model or approach of a bank depends on. The options are corporate strategy only, business objectives only, business mix only and all of the above. Our answer is all of the above. That is corporate strategy, business objectives, business mix. All are included in business model approach for bank. Next one, business model of retail banking are being drawn based on various aspects. In this context, which one of the following aspects is incorrect? So all these others are correct options. Product, capacity, delivery channel and technology. Our answer is capacity. Capacity is not capacity is incorrect one. So all others, product, delivery channel, technology are the right one. Business model of retail banking are being drawn based on various aspects. In this context, which one of the following aspects is incorrect? So the aspects are product, delivery channel and technology. Next one, the implementation modules followed by bank for retail banking includes first one is horizontally organized model, vertically organized model, predominantly vertically organized model, predominantly horizontally organized model. Next one is all of the above. Our answer is all of the above. So all the four are included. The implementation modules followed by banks for retail banking. Implementation module, it includes horizontally organized model, vertically organized model, predominantly vertically organized model and predominantly horizontally organized model. Next one, which one of the following ways the price structuring for products and services are attempted by banks? Our option is 4, all the above. That is a standalone pricing for different products and services, special codes for high value deposits, bundled pricing or holistic pricing based on total relationship. All these three are included. Which one of the following ways the price structuring for products and services attempted by banks? Standalone pricing, the options are standalone pricing for different products and services, special codes for high value deposits, bundled pricing or holistic pricing based on total relationships. Next one, Which one of the following ways the price structuring for products and services attempted by banks? Our first option is standalone pricing for different products and services, special codes for high value deposits, bundled pricing or holistic pricing based on total relationships, and all of the above. Our option is 4. So all these three: standalone pricing for different products and services, special codes for high value deposits, bundled pricing or holistic pricing based on total relationships, all are true. Next one, which one of the following is not included under retail banking? Online banking, medium business, high net worth individuals, and corporate entities. Our option is fourth one. Corporate entities is not included under retail banking. So, online banking is included in retail banking. Medium business is also included in retail banking. And high net worth individuals also included in retail banking. The option which one is not formed part of retail banking is corporate entities. Next one, which one of the following forms the backbone of the retail banking income? First one is library products, and next one asset products, third one third party products, and next A and B above. Our option is B, asset products. Which one of the following forms the backbone of retail banking income? That is asset products forms the backbone of retail banking is asset products. Next one, under which category the sale of insurance products falls? First one retail liability, next one retail assets, and third other retail products, and none of the above. Our option is C, other retail product. Under which category the sale of insurance product, the selling of insurance product falls in other retail products. Next one, the consumer segment whose income level is between 10 lakh and 5 lakhs is referred to as first one, mass affluent. Mass affluent is 10 lakh to 5 lakhs. 10 lakhs to 5 lakhs is mass affluent. Next one, according to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, needs may be broadly classified as physiological needs, safety needs, social needs, urgent needs, A, B and C only. Answer is 5. Answer is 5. Physiological needs is categorizing the needs of an individual into physiological needs, safety and security needs, social needs. So, our answer is as 5. Next one, customers' expectation of service quality mainly on the following. First one, tangibility in service, reliability, responsiveness, assurance. Our answer is all the above. That is tangibility in service, reliability, responsiveness, assurance. All are included in customers' expectation. Next one, ABC Bank has decided to launch a new deposit product via core savings account with some special features to attract the customers. Under which category of customer needs the product falls? A new product is going to construct. They are going to construct a new product, that is core savings accounts. So, which one of the following category it will come? Safety or security needs, physiological needs, self-actualization needs, and none of the above. At the beginning stage, this is at the beginning stage. So, this is physiological needs. Core savings. Savings is the savings account forms the core of the banking business. So, that is physiological needs, the basic need. Which one of the following statements is appropriate? Customers are different, and need of the customers are different. Each customer will have different sets of need for financial services, and all of the above. Our answer is 4, all of the above. That is, customers are different, needs of the customers are different. Each customer will have different sets of needs for financial services. Next one, which one of the following statements is correct in respect of product life cycle? First one is, in the introduction stage of the product, the sales volume will be low and revenue from the products will not be sufficient to cover the cost of producing, marketing and servicing it. Next one, in the growth stage, which is the second stage in the product's life cycle, the sales volume remains stagnant. Next one, in the maturity stage, there is more growth and sales volume peaks. Our answer is A and D, A and C only. A is, in the introduction stage of the product, the sales volume will be low. In the introduction stage, the sales volume will be low and the revenue from the products will not be sufficient to cover the cost of producing, marketing and servicing it. That is the right one. Next one, C, and the option C is, in the maturity stage, there is more growth and sales volume peaks. Both are correct. Next one, product architecture components include Generic product is the core product. The expected product is adding additional features. The augmented product is adding value in addition to features. Next one, the potential products is futuristic features in anticipation. Generic product is the core of the product. Next one, expected product. We may expect something from the product. For example, if we give only the savings account, that won't be sufficient for the customers. We have to add something to it. That is a debit card in net banking, like something we have to give it to them. That is the expected expectation of the customers we are satisfying. That is adding additional features. Next one is augmented product, adding value in addition to features. We are adding some more values to it. That is the augmented product. And then the potential product is futuristic features in anticipation. Some more features also we are adding. That is in the home, right from the home itself they can access the account, like some futuristic features also we are giving it to them. So that is a potential product. So product architecture means it include all the generic product, expected product, augmented product, and also potential product. Next one, which one of the following product is not retail asset product? Auto leases, term deposits, personal loans, and home loans. Retail assets, they are asking assets. Assets are nothing but loans. Auto loans, personal loans, home loans, they are all assets for the bank. But only thing that is not the asset of the bank is a term deposit. So term deposit is a liability. Next one, credit scoring model are based on the dash of applicants. Our answer is 5. That is A, B and C. That is defaults on previous credit transactions, payment behavior or payment history. Next one, previous searches or inquiries. It depends on credit scoring. Credit scoring, for example, if you take a CIBIL score of a customer, it will show a score. That score depends on what are all the aspects. Defaults on previous credit transactions. It depends on previous loans. Payment behavior or payment history. It depends on payment behavior, how he is paying the dues. Next one, previous searches or inquiries also forms a part of credit scoring. The most common mistakes in credit score will be due to fourth one, all of this: confusion of names, human input error, identity theft. All these three forms part of the most common mistakes. Which one of the following is not a credit information company approved by RBI? Our answer is CRISIL. It's not a credit information company. So all these three are approved by RBI. Equifax, CIBIL, like. Next one, which one of the following parameters credit information companies normally give higher weightage? New credit, length of credit history, amount owed, payment history. Parameters, the credit information companies will normally give higher weightage for payment history. Next one, home loans are sanctioned by banks for the following purposes, such as purchase. Home loans are sanctioned for purchase or construction of house, purchase of construction of flat, purchase of land and construction, additions to existing house, all of the above. All these are included. Purchase or construction of the house, purchase or construction of flat, purchase of land and construction, adding additions to existing house, all are included. Auto loans are given by banks for the following purposes, such as purchase of new car, purchase of used car, purchase of two-wheelers, purchase of all the above. For all these purposes, we are giving auto loans. That is purchase of new car, purchase of used car, purchase of two-wheelers, and all these three are included in auto loans. Next one, personal loans are sanctioned by banks based on salary in case of in case of employee, monthly annual income in case of business purpose, number of years of service in the business. So all these are included. For personal loans, we have to consider all these three particulars. For salary, if he is a government employee, then salary in case of government employee or any other salaried people, we have to consider salary. Monthly annual income in case of business purpose, number of years of service in business. Next one, retail loan processing centers of banks are designed to our option is all the above. So source of retail assets business, process retail loans, do the valuation or legal opinion wherever necessary, release the loan order either at their end or advise sanction to branches. Retail loan processing centers, processing centers, that is a separate center for only for the purpose of Processing the retail loans. Retail loan processor centers of banks are designed to source retail asset business, process retail loans, do the valuation or legal opinion wherever necessary, release a loan order either at their end or advise sanction to branches. Next one, types of credit cards issued by banks in general or silver card, platinum card, silver card, gold card, platinum card and titanium card. All these cards are issued by the banks. The features available generally in all types of cards are: first one is facility for payment of purchases, facility to withdraw cash from ATM up to a fixed limit, reward points from usage of cards, cashback offers up to certain limit for purchases made. The features available in all types of card. In all types of cards, we may find these features, that is facility for payment of purchases, facility to withdraw cash from ATM up to a fixed limit, reward points from usage of cards, cashback offers up to certain limit for purchases made. Next one, the characteristics of debit cards are payments for purchases are directly debited into the account, withdrawals through ATMs are debited into the account immediately, payments made for purchases or usage will be debited subsequently after a certain period. Our answer is A and B. Only A and B are true. That is, payments for purchases are directly debited into the account. Into the account, we are debiting the amount. Cash withdrawals through ATMs are debited to the account immediately. If we withdraw some amount from the ATM, then our account is debited immediately. Next one, payments for purchase or usage will be debited subsequently after a certain period. That is the wrong point. So we are not considering. So option 1 and 2 are the right one. Next one, payment default risk is embedded in debit card, credit card, both A and B, only B. Our answer is credit card. Payment default risk is in credit card only. Next one, the objectives of NEFT system are to establish an electronic fund transfer system to facilitate an efficient, secure, economic, reliable and expeditious system of funds transfer and clearing in the banking sector throughout India, to relieve the stress on the existing paper-based fund transfer and clearing system, both A and B. Our answer is 3. Both A and B. The characteristics of RTGS are, our option is 5. That is, all the above are correct. The options given are remittances and fund-based fund transfer or transmitted through a series of process inputs and travel from customer end to beneficiary end. Remittances are communicated through a structured messaging process. Settlement for messages made on a gross basis from the liquidity maintained by the central bank with the settlement bank. Remittances are credited on a dynamic basis and settlement also made on a dynamic basis. Next one, the advantages of ECS payments are all the above. Our answer is all the above. So we have to read all this. And no need for issuing check to the beneficiary. Payment defaults will not happen if there is sufficient balance in the account. No follow-up needed by the beneficiary, as payments will be received automatically based on the mandate obtained. Hassle-free for the mandate issuer, as it saves his time of issuing checks for each payment. Next one, the term EFT means which of the following? Electronic foreign transfer. Our answer is electronic funds transfer. EFT, electronic funds transfer. Next one, a settlement system in which processing and final payment of fund transfer instructions take place continuously is called our option is real-time gross settlement. A settlement system in which the processing and final payment of funds transfer transactions takes place continuously. So this is called a real-time gross settlement. Next one, bank marketing refers to, our answer is 5. That is, bank marketing, it includes identifying the most profitable markets now and in the future, assessing the present and future needs of the customer, setting business development goals and making plans to meet them, adapting to a changing environment in the marketplace. First one is identifying the most profitable markets now and in the future, assessing the present and future needs of customers, setting business development goals and making plans to meet them, adapting to a changing environment in the market. Next one, marketing mix refers to product and price, promotion and price, people and process and physical evidence. All the above. Marketing mix includes a product, price, promotion, place, people, process and physical evidence. So this is an important one, friends. Product, price, promotion, place, people, process, physical evidence. Product, price, promotion, place, people, process and physical evidence. All these are included in marketing mix. Only P's in the marketing mix are interlinked. In order to effectively develop a market, product or services in the retail banking space, which one of the element is not relevant? That is, answer, our option is 3, priority. Priority is not included. So product, promotion, process, all are included in retail banking. Next one, in which stage of the marketing process does an organizer answer the questions like who, where, when and how for the offering? Our answer is the fourth one, marketing implementation. In marketing implementation, the organizer asks the questions who, where, when and how. Next one, electronic channels in retail banking refers to electronic channels are ATMs, internet banking, mobile banking. So all the above is the right answer. Next one, advantages of good branch layout includes promotes efficiency as it will ensure smooth flow of services. Internal communication effectiveness increases, thereby facilitating better coordination among the staff, resulting in better customer service. Provides a comfortable and congenial work environment to the staff, which results in high employee motivation and acts as a moral booster. Serves as an image building tool for the bank. Next one is all the above. Our answer is all the above. I'm reading the question again. Advantages of good branch layout include why we should have a good branch layout. Promotes efficiency as it will ensure smooth flow of services, internal communication. The facilities available for mobile banking customers are: first option is facility for using banking facility from anywhere, easy operations, instructions carried out by self. Option to pay utility bills, transfer of funds between accounts, the same bank and other banks. All the above. Our answer is all the above. That is facility for using banking facility from anywhere, easy operations, instructions carried out by self. Option to pay utility bills, transfer of funds between accounts, same bank and other banks. Next one, the services offered for internet banking customers are, our answer is option 5, all the above. That is view of a balance and lost few transactions, generate statement of account, transfer of funds between accounts within the bank, utility payment facility like payment of insurance premium, telephone bills, energy bills. Next one, human interventions and delivery of services or internal customer or staff of the branch, specialized marketing personnel, direct selling associates, all the above. Our answer is for all the above. Human interventions in the delivery of services. In the delivery of services, what are all the human interventions we have got is internal customer, staff of the branch. Next one, specialized marketing personnel. Next one is direct selling associates. The next question, the requirements for delivering effective service to the customers are: first one is understanding the customer, his income level, his financial profile, his needs, his requirements of financial products and his life stage. Next one, selling and cross-selling the right products to match their requirements. Next one, post-sales service, follow-up for customer satisfaction, customer empathy and all the above. Our answer is all the above. Tie-ups entered into by banks for the bulk sale of the following assets. First one is home loans, auto loans, personal loans, education loans, all the above. Our answer is all the above. Next one, what is the risk associated with the DSA marketing model? DSA marketing model, direct selling agents on behalf of the bank, somebody is going there and marketing our products. So there is a reputation risk. If the marketing agent misbehaves with them, then it will cause a severe reputation risk for the bank. So reputation risk is there in case of DSA marketing model. Next one, why CRM? Need to increase operational efficiencies and to drive more value from employees. The increasing competition in retail banking, increasing importance of fee-based income, delivery channel efficacy and application of technology. All the above. Our answer is all the above. That is, need to increase operational efficiencies and to drive more value from employees. The increasing competition in retail banking, increasing importance of fee-based income, delivery channel efficacy and application of technology. Thank you for watching this video, friends, and kindly subscribe to our channel.